Good morning, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I'll be doing a reading for you for the week of June the 16th to the 22nd, 2024. I already cut your decks and I've shuffled them all thrice, utilizing the numerology of the date June the 16th, 2024. So let's dive right in. We are starting off with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is all about clarity of mind, thoughts, of ideas, creativity, logic. This is this ace, so this is the start of a brand new chapter, perhaps. Perhaps you're getting I'm getting movement here for some reason. So it could be with respects to something that you're working on and it's providing you with clarity moving forward, okay? So that's why you're moving forward, something you're getting clarity about something. Okay, this card can also indicate it's a lesser interpretation of the Justice card. So if you're waiting for a decision about something, it could be legal or it could be about something else. Maybe it's like a job or some sort of endeavor that you're working on. If you're waiting on something, you will be getting some clarity and there will be a decision that's being made. Okay, I don't really know any other context with respects to this, but this can also indicate a new chapter starting in your life. Okay, maybe your thoughts are clear on what you want your life to be. Maybe you're pursuing some sort of other direction. So it's gonna resonate differently for everyone because this is a general reading. So take it how it resonates, but definitely some new energy coming in for you. Yeah, because you're finishing up something right now. Okay, and this is exciting because I have 4 planets in Sagittarius. Yep, I have the moon, I have Jupiter, I have Uranus and Neptune. So definitely liking this. So we are approaching the end of a cycle here, and we're going to be starting something new. Maybe we have clarity as to what our mission and our vision is for life. Maybe our purpose, like the knight, is purpose driven, with conviction. We're moving forward with conviction. We are knowing what we want to do and how we want to spend our time and where we want to put our energy in. Okay, this is like a portal card, and we are this lady here. This is like an anthropomorphic or like an angel being. She has 2 of the magician's wands here. So one could be from the magician and one could actually be from the chariot because they both have wands. Now the chariot guy, he has the magician's wand. So now you have both. You are moving forward into a new chapter because you have manifested this into existence yourself. You are the magician. You have created this change for yourself. You are taking power over your own life here, Sagittarius. This is very nice to see. So whatever it is that you guys are working on or how this is working for you is going to look differently, but you're definitely approaching the culmination point, the end of a chapter of your life. This is the last card of the major arcana. The major arcana is a representation, for those who don't know, of the Fool, which is the 0 card. It's who represents us as people going through different trials, tribulations, challenges, themes in a chapter. So we go from the 0 to 21, then we start all over again as the Fool. We go through another chapter. This is the cycle of life. This is the cycle. Right? The never-ending cycle. And I think we're being asked here also to embrace and to embody some of the characteristics of the fixed signs here that are illustrated in the corners of this card. So we have Aquarius, very people-oriented. Maybe this is where you're focusing on. Maybe you're from like a grassroots level. Okay, we want to be stable and resourceful like the bull, like the earth signs, like Taurus. Okay, we want to lead with our heart and our values and be our true authentic selves like Leo. And we want to embrace transformation, death, and rebirth like Scorpio. When we can do this and embrace the change and step into our true authenticity, focus on our resourcefulness, how we can pivot, how we can adapt, and how we can create stability and the foundation for the rest of our lives and perhaps even our community, this is going to prove to be a very successful chapter in your life, Sagittarius. Okay, so after the Ace of Swords and the World, we have the Two of Swords. So there is a decision that you have to make. Are you going to stay with the old, or are you going to go to the new island here? There is a new island on the behind her that she hasn't seen yet. She's been sitting here forever, for eternity. Her butt is getting quite sore from sitting on this concrete slab, but she is reluctant. She is crossing her heart here. She has been hurt with the decisions she has made or people that she has just decided to allow to treat her certain ways. She's been traumatized, or she's reluctant to try new things. That's why she's been sitting here for a long time, because she's created a comfort zone for herself, but it is impeding on her ability to move forward, because you have to move, you have to get up, you have to move, and you have to take some risks. You have to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit here, Sagittarius, because what is on the other side on this new island is just phenomenal for you. And this card can also signify that, despite that you might think that there are only two options available, like black and white thinking, there are different shades of gray. So it's not this or that thinking. There's a multitude of other avenues or other thought process. Like, these are cards, right? These are swords, right? So there are other ways, there are other ideas, there are other logical explanations, there are other ways that you can go about it, not just black and white. There's not just two, okay? So despite being anxious or being scared because you're protecting your heart from disappointment, from being hurt, from failure, you are blinding yourself to the possibilities that are available to you, and what this new island has to offer, this new chapter. So maybe this is some resistance. I know, okay, I've been feeling resistance and some self-sabotage here over the last weekend. When you're about to break through to something even greater, there is resistance, and it could be the Saturn stuff that's happening right now. Like, there's Saturn opposing a bunch of planets. He's saying, are you serious about what you want? And you might be having self-doubt. You might be saying, I can't do this, or am I pursuing the right thing, or am I worth it? Or there might be some tests coming out before you. Is Saturn the World card too? I think it is. It might be. I think so. So Saturn's coming up. Saturn is time, and Saturn is like Father Time, and he is also the planet or the archetype that tests your resilience, and he's the lesson teacher, right? And we go through that major arcana with our lessons. And so before we break through to our next chapter, Saturn is testing us to make sure that we are wanting it. And so any resistance that you might be experiencing, you have to push through it. Okay, tap into all of the archetypes and all of the energies and characteristics of those fixed signs to help you push through to this, through the lessons that Saturn is trying to. He's asking you to really reflect to make sure that you are, it is Saturn, asking you to make sure that you are really wanting this, because once you go through it, there's no turning back. Once you go through this portal, there's no turning back. Your life is going to be extremely different. And I think you do want it. And you need to push through this personal resistance. And it might be from the external world, but it could be from your internal world as well, this resistance. Okay? Because you're blocking these opportunities here on purpose. You're doing it to yourself. So be mindful of that. I was noticing this resistance in myself this past weekend. Okay, let's get some more. With the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, I'm taking it as the whole reading as well. This can be like the distractions that Saturn is putting in your way that might be impeding on your clarity and your moving forward, okay? And it might deter you from moving to this next chapter, moving through the portal of the World card, because you're being distracted, and maybe you're like, well, I should be able to relax, or I should be able to scroll on the internet when you know you should be doing some other stuff. And it's not to say you know balancing your life out and enjoying your life too while pursuing your endeavors is important. But there's a difference between sabotaging yourself by knownfully distracting yourself or focusing on things in life that don't serve you. And I think you have the insight, Sagittarius, to be knowing what that is, whether you're self-sabotaging or not. Okay, so just be mindful of this, that will put your focus, be mindful of where you're putting your focus, because there's going to be a lot of distractions that might be fogging up your clarity. You see how there's fog here and fog here? You want to cut through the clarity. You want to cut through the bullshit. And this card can also signify being extremely focused, laser-like focus. So you need to be focused this week and cut through the bullshit, cut through the fog of the external world. There's a lot, like, things are ramping up right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but geopolitically, financially, like and politically, even in the domestic politics, things are ramping up right now, and that can deter you from being focused. You need to stay focused on what you're working on. Focus on your goal, because you're almost at the breakthrough moment, and this can really sidetrack you. You're being tested too. Like, it's not even a joke. Okay, yeah. So with the World, we have the Nine of Swords. So this can be self-imposed anxieties and distractions, and so this card is about sleepless nights and waking up to the never-ending nightmare. Okay, so but you see here on a normal Rider-Waite deck, he's not have this card, and there's no monster here. He's just kind of in his head, like he's crying, and he's like, oh my God, I hate my life, right? But this is about thought processes as well. We got a lot of swords here. So whatever's going on, this is in your mind. And you have the ability to slay your own dragon here. You are your own worst enemy here. So be mindful of how you're thinking and where you're putting your focus this week. Because you see here on the bed, there are two people dueling, and one has a knife, and the other one is like the victim, and one is the aggressor. Who are you going to be here? Are you being the product of your environment, or are you being the one that is taking the life by the horns, as they say? You see here how he also has a blanket, a comfort level. This is for his comfort zone. He needs to get out of you need to get out of your comfort zone here. Get off that it's uncomfortable, but you've been sitting here for too long. You've been laying here for too long, even though it's not comfortable. You're too scared, or you're too anxious, or you are you're reluctant. But you need to go to this new island. You need to get to this new chapter. You need to break through. So stop self-doubt. It's like there's like self-doubt here. Like you need stop it. Stop. Slay your self-critic. Slay your internal demons, your monsters, okay? Because they're not serving you. And like you need to break through this. Okay. And with the with the Two of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. So like here, he's slaying the dragon. We've got lots of swords. So this is all in your head. This is all in your thoughts. So be very careful of what you're thinking about and where you're putting your focus this week. You see, because he's also slaying this guy here. He's slaying his opponent. These are your opponents. These are in your mind. You need to slay them. You need to be the one who's taking the lead here and noticing what is your thoughts and what are not your thoughts, because you could be picking up on other people's emotions as well. Okay? Sometimes I feel like I'm angry or upset, and it's not my emotions. I have to cleanse my energy. Because this could be fast moving change coming in as well. So the Knight of Swords can bring fast moving, swift changes. And it also, like, that he is the only knight in the tarot that is going backwards. So don't go backwards. You're on the breakthrough. You're on the verge of a breakthrough. Slay anybody that is impeding, not anybody, like don't kill anybody, but slay any of your internal thoughts that are trying to sabotage your movement forward, and make sure you're not moving backwards. Get out of that comfort, get out of that comfort zone and get to that new island. Because once you break through, there's going to be like, whew, it's going to be like fast moving energy and a lot of clarity, and you're going to be like, let's do this. Okay. But you're getting a lot of resistance here. And I think Saturn has something to do with it too. Okay. So let's just leave it there. All right, let's end with an animal oracle card. And we have elk, nobility. All right. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. So here we have it. Crowned with success, right? Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless, so remember that. Nobility, leadership, warrior, endurance, virility, fertility, passion, grace, respect, strength, companionship, and blessings. There are few animals as majestic as the mature bull elk. They demand our admiration and respect. Elk medicine can help you stand tall and resolute against any situation, including the mighty grizzly bear. Bull elk are protective of their families and spend most of their lives peacefully surrounded by the comfort of their tribe. Elk have few enemies. They pace themselves to maintain their endurance. So pace yourself with your endurance to go through this new chapter. Male elk enjoy the companionship of one another except during the fall mating season. In September and October, the bulls bugle with passion and the herds split up for breeding rituals. The elk become fiercely competitive for the right to become fathers. If you have elk medicine and exhibit aggressive behavior, you will need to learn the wisdom and restraint of moderation. If elk is your totem, you will be asked to conduct your life with fairness and concern for your tribe. You are a wise leader and others look to you for inspiration. You have the strength to never give up. Listen to the elk, the bard of nature. Their song will help you remember the great power that you are, and everything you dream will be yours. Some things to keep in mind are you being too bullheaded? Are you losing your temper? Take a time out. And are you replenishing yourself with rest and good food, or are you driving yourself too hard? Pace yourself. Life needs balance. Sagittarius, if this reading resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You could also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for all the energy that you brought me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.